They get ever closer. And off that flashbang, they decide to pop. Dupree suddenly, quick hit. Magisk is the one to come in with the kill, and a second. Then Fang swings out from pick, gets the better of him, grabs the USP, and they're just cautious for a moment, thinking of a quick flank maybe, but it's nothing but this rotation here. Vitality, they went for that 3-player B setup, and now the retake's on. Fang, deep corner, nade is perfect. That's him softened up, and then the two others of Junior and JT deep in pit. They wait. Smoke fades. Double Vitality wrap onto the short side. They still have the utility to get the players out of here. And sure enough, Apex hits a cracker of a headshot from deep on Arch. Junior blinded, can't help Fang whatsoever. Clean retake here from Vitality.
That's impressive. Usually when that Moto Smoke goes down, after 2 successful entries, getting into pit with control that quickly, the round is over 90% of the time.
Grim and Floppy. Oh, Grim, he gets an assist with the wall bang. Zywoo comes up from Boiler to try and trade, but that's 2 kills instantly from that Apps Crawl. Apex very quickly on the flank here. JT's going to hear it, can't stop it. Again, Apex, the form is good. 2.5 kills. Zywoo re-aggresses, comes in from the alternative entrance to the Apps, and it is Junior and Junior alone.
Oh, man, that was a chance if they had heard Apex any sooner. I mean, the fact that he gets that much damage means that, of course, now Junior's odds are so low. As soon as he pops up, he's been spotted as well. Go down to Masuda. And
Dupree, 1 health on the fallback. And there's the double kill. JT and Grim. Easy does it. Questionable position here now because all of a sudden you've lost a player on each side of brackets, but you still have 2 for Vitality on this A-site defense.
Yeah, the interesting part about this is it doesn't damage the CT setup too much. So everyone's in a spot where they're comfortable actually not moving very much. So it'll be hard to find a timing for the T side, but grouping and hitting is, of course, the key. Right now, Dupree on site only has 1 health, so that'll make the big difference. It just comes down to whether or not this can be identified fast enough. And Dupree gets isolated. The rotator comes around from Zywoo, and he'll be late to help him out.
Yeah, this is Complexity breaking through. JT, creeping crawl through smoke, and a movement from Zywoo that didn't tilt the scales back in their favor whatsoever.
Yeah, that's well done.
Complexity are in.
Yeah, that's a super solid round. And we know that on T sides, I think. I have a lot of confidence in JT to call really cohesive movements between their players. Again, some of the individual inconsistency is a problem, and that's something that transcends complexity. That's just most teams in Counter-Strike have an issue with consistency when it comes to T sides, entering, individual efforts. But as you mentioned, the interesting part about what we're calling the core on complexity, if we're going to say it's Fang, Floppy, and Grim, well, it's not the Opper. The 3 players who are the most reliable, probably best players on the team, Junior is just outside of that, and that is he's still in that exact same position.
JT's entry, shut down.
Okay.
Masuda, couple of kills.
Wow.
Now, a Vitality with a Masuda hold, that's a stronger Vitality. That's the best form of Vitality.
Yeah, that's their weakest point right now.
And he's 7-1 to start off this map. So 2 clean kills for him. He just faces from that site. We saw the utility pressuring Banana. Another couple of kills for Vitality leaves Grim on his own. He's got a chance at this A site, but Dupree, again, this is a forward-facing Vitality. We see it at the top of B site, 2 players. Yeah, once more, flashed into the mid-peak. He gets himself the first kill, but Grim's able to trade that with no further damage. Still, that's a confirmation. 3 players from Complexity at the top of mid. So Magisk, high alert. Peeks out, almost gets caught by the Floppy challenge, but he'll succeed and keep that 4v3 comfortably for Vitality.
Damn, game plan is looking amazing right now. As soon as they ran into the top mid and saw Masuda, they realized they lost before the round started. That first kill comes out, and they even try to continue to challenge, and then they know it's a 4A setup. But it's so late now, the CTs have time to rotate over. Apex has an incendiary here at the 40-second mark. And some flash support as well.
Flash goes in.
Oh, he's not using it.
Perfect.
Okay.
Junior would have had a shot at that. But instead, it's Apex just locking in this B hold. Grim on 50 health. His 3rd victim. 1 magazine, 3 kills, and a solo B play from Apex. Looking good. Frag comes out from Cole, Zywoo, there's that flash, Masuda 2, and Grim from Wood locks that one in. At least some kind of an answer, but an easy fallback, and honestly, you'll trade Masuda for 2 Ts.
Yeah, now they take over Hall's control. They actually cheat over to pick up Arch, but there is now a gap on the top of Banana because they're leaned so heavily to the bottom of the map. I think Apex is going to try to yell as loud as he can to scare the T's away, but he really does want them to go A.
Smoke ahead of them. Difficult decision to make. And
wow, this flank is fast.
dupreeh getting ever closer to the rear end of Complexity, which is being watched. Floppy could just crack this one back, and then suddenly it is that A rotate fast, but that would assume dupreeh goes for his peak. And right now, he's just down in the Trolls caves. He waits. Magisk, nice, clean off angle. Grim never sees that coming, and right off of that execute, here comes dupreeh. It is a guillotine from the back of the attack. Junior pulled between two directions.
dupreeh to watch it.
Floppy tries to chase ZywOo. Another instant of a player getting away from a chase. dupreeh cuts down the bomb. Now bomb confirmed in CT spawn. At the 25-second mark, it doesn't matter if you've got that A site. Apex comes out from the side of the coffins, and it is JT and Floppy in a desperate 2v4. Quick trade frag in from dupreeh, and again, bomb. It makes a world of difference. This is Complexity forfeiting 11th to Vitality CT side.
All right, there's a lot to talk about with that one. Of course, Captain Hindsight, they should have gone A and have their B players come back towards that site. That's with us seeing the full map. What was interesting for Vitality is they left Arch open for that long, and I thought it was because they had ZywOo sometimes to sneak them through. I think they tried to smoke CT spawn to help them out.
Oh, this one's a little bit faster. And Magisk able to handle that early heat. Junior, that's a clean headshot at the very least, but ZywOo right there with the trade. We've got two Ts ready to walk through smoke, and dupreeh will shave Grim off this. JT kind of stuck right there, wanted a kill, wanted that repeat, but it's, of course, Masuda to come with it. And Fang, through smoke, gets the better of Apex. That's something. But something won't be enough. ZywOo locks this one in. Vitality feels like they can do no wrong.
Yeah. That's not too great.
We got to keep eyes on Magisk this round. He said, guys, I want to do something. Run through. Oh, okay, Madman. And there's the support. Little Danish flair on the alt play.
We can do no wrong. Oh, jeez.
Flash is perfect.
Yeah, it's just...
Everything, dude. This is such a well-oiled war machine on the side of Vitality. It's only Junior left. 1 versus 3 attempt. Looking for Complexity's 3rd bomb plant in this half. Definitely the caged animals in this situation, and the Apps play, albeit aggressive, to their detriment. They go down by 2. 4 versus 3 to close the show with a very lopsided opener here at the Major. And I would say, you know, a real exclamation point at the end of this victory for Vitality just means, you know, give us a better contender. If they're gonna chop down the teams like Complexity this easily, then I want to see that 2-0 best of 3. Yeah. Today is the day to get that locked in.
Yeah.
You know, if you just got to play this well today, and then 3 chances. But alas, get this bomb in. There's still the prying eyes of Junior. Smoke denies that vision. Plant is done. JT walking around these corners. We met by Magisk's Galil. And as much as it hurts to say, NA, this one's all she wrote.
I'm getting ready to go back into my spot for the end of this. Yeah, we'll give it our best go of it here. Okay,
Done.
He goes down. ZywOo has not died at the Major. And we played a whole damn match already.
You don't die, man.
17 rounds.
That's crazy.
Man, what the hell was that?
That's a feels good Vitality. And you know what?